That was it. It was just OA.
Good night. Good night, Jamli.
Oh.
In it dead, but he was like pressed into it. His arm is like at the back behind his back. It is. His arm is like at the back of his back. It's like all twisted up and he's like stuck in the cemetery.
Where in Cebu?
No, in Canada.
Once there was a car accident in
our back lot. James, there's a car accident in our back lot, right? We have a back lot behind our house, and then there's a busy street. And a girl was in the car, and she hit the post. The car split in half, and she was broken into many pieces, and it flew into our yard.
I think in Australia, a bunch of teenagers were in a car, and then they crashed. There's a group of teenagers in the car. His name is Peas. So you have your learners, and you can only drive with an adult, a person with their full license. When you get your Peas, you can drive with your friends. And they drive passengers. So they just got their Peas, and I thought, let's go for a drive. Crashed, and then you hit the post. The car wrapped around, and everyone inside crushed. There's a car like that. So this is the car, and the post, the car like that, bent around. So I hit it sideways. The car hit it sideways and bent around, and then crushed inside.
Everyone died. In Canada, behind our house, a car hit a post, and then the car split in half. There was a girl, not girl, but like young, 20, something like that girl, and then all her body parts, like her fingers and stuff, were in the back of the lot.
Damn.
I had a car accident when I was 4. Before I moved to Bayview.
You even had a car accident while you were driving.
What's the craziest thing? What's the craziest thing you've done?
When I'm driving.
Oh my god.
First, my mom's white car then crashed in the parking lot because my mom was like, hey, you're driving pretty good, you can bring your mate. So around the parking lot, the parking lot can be hard, right, in Bayview.
Yeah, lots of potholes.
Lots of holes, and it goes around, so you see this part, that part, and then we're like in basement 3, so it's really down. And then so my mom trusted me because I was driving really smooth and slow, and it was my mom. When it was my mate, I was like, let's go fast, and then when I went side, it bumped, and then the car had a bump, and it had yellow lines.
Yeah, so, scratches down at the end.
Yeah. What? Before in Canada, there's like drive-thrus, right?
Yeah.
Once my dad went through the drive-thru backwards.
Why?
Just for a joke like that. It's so hilarious. Like imagine you're like at Macca's or whatever like that, and then some person goes through the backwards through the drive-thru. And
I remember on New Year's in Australia, we really wanted to eat McDonald's after New Year's. We're coming back, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
We just got back from the city.
You keep touching
and
it,
there's
right?
a drive-through McDonald's. But
I see you touch
they wouldn't
it.
let you just walk up.
Don't
They
touch
get in
it.
a car. So my friend, she's still absolutely drunk.
He's got
And a bunch of the other girls I see in the car, she's like, she says to her boyfriend, look, Phil, I'm driving manual. But imagining she's driving a car.
Yeah.
And all the cars are in front and behind her, lining up for the drive-through, just like, get out of the way. Just yelling, like, shut up, I'm in a car, I'm allowed to be here. She's like with her friends in the car, she gets up the thing, and she has things like, hello? No one's talking in the speaker, they should ignore her, because there's cameras, they can see.
Seen that,
Say that
crazy,
she's just a
crazy.
piece like drunk girl, just like, I'm a big man, so like that. It's so funny, like, okay, Tara, that's enough, and you pull her off, it's like, no.
But seriously, imagine if you're like at Macca's or whatever like that, and some guy goes up drive-through backwards.
Pull up backwards, like,
it's like it was hilarious. Right now it's still funny, but at the time we were freaking out. It was so funny. Like backward through the drive-through, and like everyone's looking. They're like, okay.
How's Medica drive, right?
The manager had to come out and say, "Sir, have you taken your medicine?" Oh!
Last time I've seen you was in your party.
Before my dad drove through
was in your
the drive-through backwards.
Yeah, I was
In the
really.
drive-thru,
I was
right?
drunk when you came.
Oh, backwards.
my mom was
In order.
My mom
Yeah, your mom.
Oh.
No accident?
Huh?
No accident?
What?
No accident?
Wala. Backwards and
Eliza. Hey.
And
What?
Oh, you
Never
can
mind, never
have
mind.
it.
Yeah,
You
it's
can have
okay.
it.
What? Never mind. Okay, let's go. Okay, the next day.
And then the next day,
When did you get up?
my mom was like, so, yeah, he didn't really introduce me to your friends properly. She said, so, who's that drunk girl? Blah, blah, blah. The girl got really drunk. And then she was like, and your other friend was vomiting on the floor. I had to tell this other guy to help her out, but she was vomiting too. And some other guys were asking for cigarettes.
It sounds really bad. Me and my friend had a contest to see who could drink the most goon. Goon is like really cheap wine. It's just like a nickname Australians give it. Goon. Goon sack. It's a box. Box of wine. And it has a bag inside, and you pour it out. You just pull the bag out and then you drink it like that. Either you hold it up.
Guys.
You just pour it into a cup. See how many cups you can drink. Cups this big. And then drinking. And then my friend said, my sister's with me, my sister, her best friend, and my
Mosquito,
best
mosquito. There's Demge.
My sister's from Tash. She said, where's the bathroom? And I said, it's just down there. I took her to the bathroom. And inside. And then like 10 minutes, I'm like, where the hell is Tash? I'm like, alright, so I'm like, Tash, are you in there? I'm not in the door, I'm just outside. Open it, and she's sleeping on the toilet. She's sitting on the toilet, her pants on, sleeping. And then I'm like, I close the door, I'm like, Lauren! Lauren came and picked her up, and then I put her to bed, and then as I'm walking, I put her in my bed, and she's almost asleep. I start walking out of the room, she's like, James. Sits up and goes, and throws up all over my bed, all over my blanket, just puke everywhere. Shit, I have to pick her up. Me and my best friend Aaron take her to the bathroom, put her in the bathtub, and she's lying down. It's like I was scared. I'm like, oh my god, she's gonna die. She's gonna like take her like, pick her up. She wouldn't stop because she drank so much. So much. Her hair was wet. It looked like she had just had a shower and vomit. Her hair was wet. I gave her a shower, put her in bed in the middle of the night. She rolled over and then puked on the carpet. And my best friend, we're all like vomiting. And then he's like, oh, started throwing up in the sink.
Because you saw that.
And then I started throwing up, and the clink got clogged up a little bit our dinner that we ate that night. So the sink was clogged up, filled to the brim with puke.
I've seen that.
My best friend Aaron's picking up the chunks at the bottom, putting them in the toilet. Why aren't you throwing them from the toilet? That happened to me. And my best friend, we're all finished off, like, okay, lie in bed. And then we had to take off the blanket, so nothing. And then my best friend sitting next to me was like, James, I need to vomit again. I said, go to the bathroom. I'm not going to make it. Go to the bathroom.
I'm not gonna make it.
Goes, my pillow next to my head on my pillow, and I thought, I can't do this right now, so I turned the pillow over and went to sleep. So there's puke on the other side of my pillow.
Oh, fuck.
I was so sick, I couldn't do anything, I couldn't move. Woke up in the morning. Oh my god, I felt like a nightmare. There's puke everywhere. My dad walks in, he's like, alright, I'm going out. Because that night he was going to the Philippines. In the morning he was leaving for the Philippines.
Yeah, I'm out, dude.
And then this whole day spent cleaning up all the puke on the carpet.
Your dad didn't get mad?
Sinks clogged up like the drains.
Your dad didn't get mad?
He doesn't get like mad, like angry mad. He gets like disappointed. Like disappointed, like he doesn't talk to you.
Like he does the guilt trip on you like that?
Yeah, like, guilty.
Dude,
it makes you feel guilty.
he died. I had to take care of him. Can I tell the story? Well, I remember.
Wait, I came from a party.
Can I tell the story? Okay, yeah.
Wait,
I came from
wait
a
first.
party.
No, wait first. This he should continue. I came from a party. You know the Fridays, TGI Fridays? Yeah, we drank there. Then
I'm not. Okay, yeah.
Continuing, he arrived home, texted me, and something.
I don't remember what I said.
I don't remember what
I
he
was
said.
drunk.
He told me because he needed to talk to me, so I was like, okay. He's like, important, blah, blah, and I was like, I rushed to the rooftop. So we were both in the rooftop. It was like 12 a.m. or 1 a.m.
Yeah,
something like that. So it was in the rooftop, and it was really dark, and there was no one in the room. I was so scared, and then he was like, and I was like, stop it. He was like talking about some stuff, and he was like so bad mood, and he was like, he started screaming. He's like, what the? And I was like, what's wrong with you? And then he was like, I can't do this anymore. Blah, blah, blah. And you were about to cry and stuff. And I was like, stop it. And then after 2 seconds, he sat down in this. It's like this wide. It's like the garden thing, and it's like flowers there. So he sat there, and then after 2 seconds, he fell. He fell in the thing, and then he hit his dad. We were like, bam. And after a while, I was like, hey, are you okay? I was trying to wake him up. And then after a while, from the thing, it was kind of high. He fell